The mystery of the abandoned pool. The pool was only open for one day. No one in the town ever forgot that. It stood at the edge of an old building surrounded by tall grass and trees that seemed to grow thicker every year, as if they were trying to hide it. Even from a distance, the place felt wrong, too quiet, too still. But it wasn't always like that. Years ago, the pool had been a big project. The owner, a man named Mr. Kareem, had invested everything into it. People said he wanted to build something the town would never forget. A place full of life, laughter, and noise. On the opening day, a small crowd gathered. Families came, kids ran around excitedly. The water was clean, perfectly still, reflecting the bright sky above. Everything looked normal until it wasn't. Some said Mr. Kareem had been standing by the edge of the pool, watching the water like he was waiting for something. Others said he looked distracted, like he was hearing something no one else could hear. Then suddenly, he was gone from sight. There was no splash, no scream, no sign of panic, just gone. At first, no one noticed. The music was playing, people were talking. It took nearly 10 minutes before someone realized the owner was missing. They found him lying beside the pool, flat on his back, eyes wide open, staring straight at the water. But what made it worse, what made people leave and never come back, was this. His body was completely dry, not a single drop of water on him. The pool was checked immediately, and it was empty, not drained, just empty. The clean blue water everyone had seen earlier was gone. No one could explain it. The opening day ended right there. People left in silence, whispering, confused, disturbed. The pool was closed before sunset, and it was never opened again. Days later, a few workers were sent back to inspect the place. They unlocked the building, stepped inside, and froze. The pool was full again. Not clean this time. The water was darker, still, heavy, like it had been sitting there for years. One of the workers walked closer, trying to understand what he was seeing. He leaned slightly over the edge, and then he stepped back quickly when the others asked him what was wrong. He couldn't answer at first. He just kept staring at the water. Finally, he whispered, "It moved." They all laughed nervously, told him it was just his imagination, until they saw it too. A small ripple, then another, but there was no wind, no object, nothing that could have caused it. The surface of the water slowly shifted, like something beneath it was turning, watching, waiting. The workers left immediately. The building was sealed, and from that day on, no one was allowed to go near the pool again. Years passed. Nature took over. Grass grew through the cracks. Trees pushed against the walls. Windows shattered, letting the wind pass freely through the empty structure. The town slowly forgot, or at least tried to. But every now and then, someone would go too close. A curious kid, a group of teenagers, a stranger passing through. They all said the same thing, that when you stand near the pool long enough, you start to feel like something is looking back at you from inside the water, and sometimes on very quiet nights. When the wind is strong, people say they can hear it. A soft sound. Not quite a splash, not quite a voice, but something in between. No one knows what really happened to the owner that day, but one thing is certain. He didn't drown in the pool. The pool took him, and whatever is inside it is still there.